Hey everyone, how's it going? Yeah, not sure if you can hear that outside, but it is really windy today. But, that's not what I'm here to talk about. If you've noticed in the title, I'm talking about RWBY. If you don't know what RWBY is, it's a show. I'll leave it at that. I mean, really, you can come up with your own, synopsis, I guess. But, yeah. So I was gonna wait till the end of the volume, which is next week, to talk about this, but after I saw the, new episode, on Sunday, I really wanted to talk about it. And if you haven't seen that episode, you might guess why. And I'm gonna tell you why, really. And if you have seen the episode, you know why I want to talk about this episode. So, let's just get a little lay some ground here. Recently, in Volume 3, RWBY has gone from okay, let's build it up here. Volume 1, pretty kid friendly, not too much of the fighting. I mean, yeah, decapitation, but Volume 2, it stepped it up a bit in all regards. And I'm not just talking about like how mature it was. I'm talking about the story, the animation, that, everything. It kind of stepped it up. Music, you could argue. I think the soundtrack for Season 2, Volume 2, is better than Volume 1. But, hey, I mean, I like songs on all of these. Especially I say songs, I mean the, the vocal ones. Because there's, the whole other half of the soundtrack. There's a lot of. Yes. And then in Volume 3, it started off about the first half, I'd say. Pretty normal, pretty tame, by all means, I guess. And then, there was a point, there was a point where it went very, very downhill. For the characters, anyway. For us, went all the way up there. Best thing ever. I mean, not really, of course, but it's gone from being mildly awesome to amazingly awesome. Also, no one is safe, sort of thing. I mean, the episode this week's, Sunday, last week, I guess, really. Hey, light, get out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah, the light, get that out of here. Now you can't see my eyes again. If I can just... Yeah, hey. We're professional here in my room. We are professional. Yeah. What was I talking about before I got rudely interrupted? Thank you. It went uphill. It went great. Awesomeness. Yeah. Also, I know I said this, but I'll say it again just so I can catch up. No one is safe. Everyone is getting the tar beat out of them. Also, death. People have died. Characters have died. It sucks. The two that come to mind, because really the only two we can say for sure, we're pretty sure have died. I say died loosely. I can't do these with this finger because I'm not sure if you noticed, but these are attached, so I can't really do that without doing. It's annoying. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen RWBY, I'm about to spoil a bunch of death for you, but yeah. Before I do that, though, I'd advise you go watch RWBY. It's a pretty good show. You might, if you're not going to watch it, like, a whole volume in one go, you might be a little put off by the first episode. I mean, if you watch the trailers, that's a good idea. Do what most people do. Watch the trailers, decide if you like it from there. I mean, the black and yellow ones are definitely a better example because it has dialogue in it. The first, red and white don't, black and yellow do, and black and yellow is more of an example. Yellow especially is more of an example of the type of stuff that goes on in at least Volume 1. So yeah. Go do that. Go do that. Go find RWBY Red, RWBY White, RWBY Black, RWBY Yellow trailer. Go watch those or whatever. Or don't. Either or. You know, I can just spoil a bunch of stuff that happens in Volume 3 for you. So, a few episodes ago, we had Penny die. Damn it, liked Penny. To be fair, though, pretty much everyone thinks it. She's a robot. They're gonna rebuild her. Let's be honest here. Then jump over to this episode. We had Roman die. Damn it! He's been absent for pretty much the entirety of Volume 3 because he was in jail. Then he just goes and gets eaten alive. Damn it, Roman! Ugh. He's probably my favourite of the villains as well, just because he's not like Cinder, who's pretty menacing, and he's not quite like Mercury in the way that... I don't know, the only way I can describe Mercury is Mercury. I like Mercury, but I also like Cinder as well. Emerald... she's probably my least favourite of the villains. Neo speaks for herself. Jeez, I mean, doesn't say a word and just, she's great. Everyone loves Neo. That's not true, but lots of people like Neo. And song about Roman that I just really like. That's, you know, Roman Torchwick. I don't know what it is about him. I just find him very entertaining. Speaking of which, by the villains, Neo, RWBY just, you know, Mary Poppins-ed her, you know. God, I mean, that's the downside of having an umbrella for a weapon, I guess. Neo just kind of, flew away in the wind. Yeah, that happened. I mean, she wouldn't have died. People like Neo too much to have just have her die off screen. You know, just have her see her flying away a little bit, then nothing. And that's sort of the thing that makes me think Roman might actually be dead, which makes me sad, because I like Roman. What can I say? Most people like Roman, let's be honest. Torchwick's... I hope I haven't been interchanging between Roman and Torchwick. That's his name is Roman Torchwick. So if I just confuse someone by saying Roman and then saying Torchwick, they're the same person. I don't think I would have. You probably would have caught on. You're not idiots, probably. Hopefully. But, yeah. So, the new episode, I'm gonna, I'm gonna say things that are good. Good. I don't mean about, like, the episode, just things that are good. Okay, well, when I say the things, it'll probably give better explanation of what it is. So first of all, you know, Weiss summons. Weiss can do summoning now. That's great stuff. Let's see. Velvet. We know what her weapon is, and she's gone from lots of people's one of their favorite side characters to probably at the top of that list. She's pretty awesome is the word or phrase that comes to mind when I say Velvet now. I mean, Jeebus. We've all been wondering what's in that little box. And we found out what was in that little box. Boy, did we find out. When it comes to stuff that ends up being good, that's about it, actually. The rest of it kind of just downhill. I mean, I guess I can say that, oh, you know, it's good. RWBY beat Torchwick and Neo. I mean, she really only beat Neo by Mary Poppinsing. That's definitely not a word, but Mary Poppinsing her, you know, the umbrella. And Rome got eaten by a griffin, so can't really say she won. In fact, she got the crap beat out of her. I think that's all I really need to say about that. So then, let's see, stuff that didn't go so well. The Fall Maiden thing. Let's see, Cinder killed the Fall Maiden before they could transfer the power to Pyrrha. Jean tried to do a thing. No, of course not. Jean tried to do something. No, just get out of here, John. I mean, I like you, but, you know, just, psh, can't stand up to Cinder. He just got, thrown away. I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised that he was able to stand up pretty much straight away afterwards, but hey. And of course, thing that's definitely, that I both loved and hated the most, the thing with Yang and Blake and Adam. May I say now that Adam is, or at least to me, extraordinarily creepy. It's probably how calm he is while being so angry and violent. It's so weird. And he's only really been in a select few episodes, and in just the few lines he said, I love this man. This man is spectacularly creepy. Although, I do have a problem. He did, and this is one of the not goods that happened, he did cut one of Yang's arms off. That's... no. No, Nate, no. He also impaled Blake with a sword, but, you know, she kind of just stood right back up. Well, not right back up, she waited a couple of seconds, you know, for Yang to run in, get her arm cut off, fall to the floor, jump, then, you know, just, cruel, in front of her, use her semblance, get away, have Adam think he just decapitated her. That almost got me. That almost had the waterworks. Although, to be fair, it wasn't much. I will openly admit that this is the second time RWBY has made me shed a tear. And, it's just first time was with Penny. The first time was with Penny. It made me very sad. Watching that made me very sad. And the bit with Yang and Blake, to be fair. Blake kind of set it off for me. But yeah, that made me cry. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just made tears fell. As cliche as that might be, a single tear fell from my eye and trickled down my cheek that day. I mean, hey, I wasn't having a particularly great day on Sunday anyway. That's when I did this. Now I've got two fingers strapped together. And I can... the useless finger on my useless hand just became infinitely more useless. I can't even open doors. I'll use my glasses case as an example. So instead of doing this to open doors, and I have to go like... I'd show you, there's a door right there. But, hey, that would take work. Who does work? Hey, look, man, you do work, that's fine. Just, I don't. Calm down. Yeah, so, yeah, those tears were shed. Yeah, I'd say that's all I have to say, but it really isn't. But I don't want to make this video longer than the actual one, the actual episode, so I guess I can just end it pretty much here. Although I will say that I'll end with something else that I did like, that I did think was a good. When Velvet was doing her thing, they played a song from Volume 1, the Volume 1 soundtrack, that one of the many songs that don't actually get used in the series, to my knowledge, or, the vocal version. They do. They play I May Fall. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm fairly certain, and it's great. I love it. And then Yang and Blake go and get themselves impaled, and just it's not been Yang's volume really. I mean, when I said things went downhill, hers has just been a vertical drop. The bad things started happening when the things that happened to Yang. Also, Pyrrha. Things haven't been going too well for her. I mean, it's been a slightly not as steep drop as just like it has been to Yang. I mean, she saw her teammate get impaled and then had her arm cut off. Being a brawler, that's like she's a brawler type fighter. So that's like being a boxer with one arm. Not quite as effective or intimidating. So, like, what are you going to be doing? Clearly, I'm a professional boxer, but yeah, it's all I really have to say. I could drabble on for hours about how much I love this both series, volume, and episode, but hey, I'd just be wasting your time repeating myself again and again and again. So, yeah, I said some things that I thought that this episode I completely enjoyed, but there were some things that didn't. They made me cry. The Full Maiden thing didn't, but that wasn't. That was part of the downward slope, especially for Pyrrha. Although I will say that in the next volume, I am pretty the volume finale, season finale actually. I am looking forward to hopefully seeing a fight between Cinder and Ozpin. I'm hopeful. They are facing off. They are right now standing face to face. I hope there is a fight. I hope Ozpin will finally fight. He seems awesome anyway, but I hope. I can only hope. But hey, gone on for long enough, so if you like this video, leave a like, comment about something, I don't know, comment about how stupid I am, I don't know, whatever you want to do. If you really liked it, and you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps me out, makes me feel better about myself, and I will see you guys next time. Probably still won't be that finale to Fire Emblem you're looking for, but hey, I'm hopefully gonna start that Pokemon and Skyward Sword back up soon, assuming I don't get tangled up with Undertale. But hey, I will see you guys next time.